I think we're live. Okay, we are. So I just missed a tush push where Aaron Rodgers just sat in the backfield just pointing first down because Darnell Washington got it. You're going to hear me say Aaron Rodgers a lot, Lucian. So, yeah, it's just the two of you fuckers. I'll take it. Darnell Washington in motion, 1st and 10 Steelers. Rodgers rolls out to his right, throws it. It's complete to DK Metcalf. Goes out of bounds at the 50. I'm going to say this. If you're a betting person, take the over. Couple things. 1, take the over. 2, don't get mad at me if the over doesn't hit. There's going to be an awful lot of offense today because both defenses are not very good. I've also said for a while that the Steelers defense has less name, or they have more name value. I forgot other games are happening as Rodgers pitches Jaylen Warren. Goes about 2-3 yards, tackled on the play by Myles Murphy. It'll be 2nd and 7. I thought about getting a little scoreboard here, but I do not have that. All right. Yeah, the Bengals defense has been pretty awful. And Shamar Stewart just went on injured reserve. And Trey's out today, so it's going to be Osai and Myles Murphy. You're going to see a lot of those. Rodgers pitches it to the left to Warren once again. He's going. He's got daylight, and he's got a ton of daylight. Jaylen Warren kicks DJ Turner in the face. I don't know what the hell that was. I specifically put Joe Flacco and Jamar Chase in a FanDuel stack, specifically because I knew they would need to keep up with our shitty-ass defense. That's exactly why I did it. Jaylen Warren jumps in the air and tries to knee DJ Turner in the face. Jameis almost picked. Jameis Winston is so likable that you forget that he is only extremely okay at football. I've been saying it all week. It's great that he's sung Hamilton. As he pitches to the right to Kenneth Gainwell, he is packed up. He's swamped up by 3 Bengals defenders, none of which I knew existed. Looked like Demetrius Knight. I think Cam Sample was in on the play. But it'll be 2nd and 8 in the red zone. Solid play. Let's see who else has scored so far. Let's see what some other scores are, my dudes. It'll be 2nd and 8, 10:24 to go in the first quarter. 21, 20. Rodgers in shotgun, Kenneth Gainwell to his right. Rodgers is looking. He checks it down to Gainwell to the left, and the Steelers have scored. It's a Kenneth Gainwell touchdown. And like I said, take the fucking over. Oh, boy. I'm going to turn my mic down a little bit because I'm going to be screaming a lot today. Actually, hold on. My mic's not even that loud. There we go. That should be a little better. So now you're going to hear my crash out. It's pretty loud. It is now 6-0 Pittsburgh Steelers over the Cincinnati Bengals. And like I said, this is going to be a long-ass day. Awful lot of offense as Boswell's extra point is up and good. I'm playing against, or no, I have a friend playing against Devin Singletary today. I specifically told her, I'm like, your opponent's RB1 is Devin Singletary, and your RB2 is Travion Henderson. Yeah, looks like, yep, Devin Singletary, 5-yard rush. Devin Singletary is fantasy football purgatory. For running backs, he is the ultimate purgatory player. He's not good enough to be a set him and forget him player, but he's not bad enough to be completely ignored on the waiver wire. He is the ultimate purgatory. He's not Tyler Algier, because Tyler Algier is the ultimate fantasy football vulture. Lucian, I'm going to need your help with some shit. because I am in, I don't know if you know about the Brandpire League. Taysom Hill's a borderline running back anyway. So I am in a league where I had to, an extra roster spot because I was going to try and pick up Joe Burrow, and I couldn't because Brandon Pack got him. But I decided to pick up Jaden Reed instead. He's a stash. I believe he's coming back soon. And I was roasted to oblivion. And I needed help because my whole bench is fucked. It's my running backs are baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chardonnay. Jordan Mason, who's like being phased out of the offense. But my receivers, it's insane. Marvin Harrison, who got a literal once-in-a-lifetime injury. Appendicitis. Keon Coleman, who was a healthy scratch. Brian Thomas, who's hurt. Marvin Mims, unfortunately mid. I was high on him. When do they play him? I would like to know that. I'm going to drop the live feed in a... Whoopsie. Let's exit that tab. Whoopsie. But... So I'm going to do some little technical work here. A 57-yard drive that took 4 minutes and 3 seconds off the clock. My God. All right. So the kickoff return to Charlie Jones, thrown down at the 29-yard line. Let's see some other scores. Devin Singletary scored. Also, I just want to show this. Oh, that's right. Bengals play on Thanksgiving night. We got the Ravens. It's Flacco returning to Baltimore. Which, speaking of, this is Joe Flacco's 200th career start. My boss at work got me a sticker last night. I work at a bar up at the University of Dayton as Flacco's in shotgun. He's got Chase Brown to his right. Checks it down to Chase Brown to the right, but brought down in the backfield by TJ Watt. So he got me this sticker. I love cheesy shit like this. Being Delulu is the Salulu. I love it so much. Let's see. The Texans are in the red zone. Dick Bruises is my guy today. And he has 4 rushes for 5 yards. I need him today. Oh, yeah. Davis Mills is playing. It's so good. Flacco in shotgun. Completes it once again to Chase Brown, but brought down about a yard beyond the line of scrimmage. Pierre on the play. I barely even know who he is. So it'll be 3rd and 11. So, be 3rd and 11, 8:57 to go in the first quarter. The Steelers have the 32nd ranked pass defense. That's pretty wild. So Flacco in shotgun once again. Chase Brown to his left. Flacco drops back, fires it over the middle. Complete! Right at the first down marker to Andre Yosivas. We got a first down, Cincinnati Bengals. Josh Jacobs, Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name, Jew. All right, first down, ball at the 39-yard line. Flacco drops back to pass. We're not going to see a lot of running today. Fires it over the middle, incomplete, intended for Jamar Chase. Here we go. I'm going to copy and paste the link here. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Hi, Internet. I am doing live play-by-play of the Bengals Steelers game. If you would like to say mean things to me on the live stream, now is your chance. Otherwise, come say post. And it's posted. If I have one viewer the entire game, it will. But so, in motion to the right, hands it off to Chase Brown on a draw play. He gets about 4 yards on the play. Yeah, it was Chris Boyd, I want to say. Yeah, I saw that this morning. It's you never want to see that. The Marshawn Neal shit was awful. Chris Boyd. I forget which coach said it, but it's one of those like nothing good ever happens after midnight, which it's a truly horrible situation. Flacco is in shotgun all by himself. 1 second on the play clock and fires it over the middle. It's complete to Yosivash once again. He's down right at the 50. First down, Cincinnati Bengals. Chris Boyd. Wait, no. Oh, Christian Boyd, I want to say. No. Who the fuck is it? Yeah, it was Chris Boyd. Panthers TD. Let's see who it was. My guy! He was a player I was obscenely high on this year. I'm literally giddy right now. I love this. Bryce Young to Tedero McMillan. I was obscenely high on Tet this year, and I still am. Oh, offsides, free play. And Chase Brown gets about 4 yards. If you're the Bengals, you accept this penalty. Still second down. 2nd and 2. Looked to be on Nick Herbig, I believe. See a Bryce Young to Tedero McMillan. 2 receptions, 18 yards. Again, obscenely high on him. It'll be 2nd and 3. Ball at the Steelers' 43-yard line. Jamar Chase in motion to the right. Hands it off to Chase. Brown, who's got some daylight. He gets about 15 to 20 on the play. He appears to be down at about the 27-yard line. Nice run by Chase Brown there. He found the hole, exploited it. Oh, that's some good shifty movement right there. That's about a 20-yard run right there. Bengals have the ball at the 28-yard line. Taj Brooks to his left. Flacco drops back. He's looking. He's got a lot of time. He fires it deep over the right. Caught by T. Higgins. It's a touchdown pending the penalty. And I think it might have been a hold on the Bengals. And I think illegal contact on the Steelers. Touchdown, Cincinnati Bengals. Take the over. I told you, man, take the over. Man, take the fucking over. Let's go. Jalen Ramsey just threw a bitch hit on T. I have met T. Higgins, by the way. Very nice, smelled like weed, but super chill. I think I've told this story before, but the Bengals-Vikings game where it was Jake Browning was playing and T. Higgins had that touchdown where he like reached over and was being oh, Steelers are being fucking pussy ass bitches once again. But like T made a great catch. He like reached over. It was an insane play. I missed it because my I had to leave the game early because my buddy was getting married. Oh, what's this? I don't know what happened. Romeo Dobbs. But T. Higgins' mom like roasts people on Twitter all the time. It's so funny. And at one point, one guy said that T can't catch. And then his mom responded by saying, and your fat ass can't catch your breath. And it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. The Bengals are going for 2. They have the ball on the 1.5 yard line. What is happening? Is this a direct snap to Chase Brown? It was a direct snap to Chase Brown that didn't work. Yay! That was fucking stupid. So, the Bengals went for 2, and it did. So, with 5:50 left in the first quarter, Steelers 7, Bengals 6. Like I said, take the over. Man. Let's see what else has happened in the world of football today. Bucks are up 3-0 on the Bills. Josh Allen's thrown a pick. Bears Vikings scoreless. Texans Titans scoreless. Good call. I have friends who do. I always tell them, don't play for real money, play for beer money. Panthers got the tutty to Tet McMillan. Drake London has 71 receiving yards. My prediction this year, I did a predictions video, and I know everyone remembers everything I've ever done, but I predicted that Drake London was going to be a Pro Bowler, and he's going to, after this season, become the highest paid receiver in the NFC. Because currently it's Jefferson at $35 million. And I predicted that Drake London was going to top that because he's absolutely him. Let's see what else is happening in the Bijan Robinson with a 4-yard touchdown. It is 7-6. I'm sorry, 7-7 Panthers. Chargers and Jags are scoreless. Let's see, Aronde Gadsden. Hell yeah. Football. Aronde Gadsden, Trey Harris, and Lad McConkey. And Trammell, I guess, and Jacoby Myers has a catch. So, hell yeah. Thank you guys for watching my bullshit. Yeah, Bijan Robinson has a 4-yard touchdown. Gonna mute some chat so I don't have weird shit pop up. Boom, boom. So 7-6 in the first quarter. We have 5:10 remaining. Evan McPherson kicks it off. Back deep to return. Oh, nice special teams play by PJ Jules. That was a very dumb 2-point conversion call on the Bengals' part. Just a direct snap to Chase Brown. When you have the 32nd ranked pass defense, and you do a direct snap to a running back, I'm going to text this to my friends. All right. Rodgers under center. He's got Jalen Warren behind him. Single setback. Pitches it to Jalen Warren. They're going to do that a lot today. Brought down on the play by Cam Sample. All right. Oh, we have a little napkin on the field. Those fields are weird, man. All right. You have 2nd and 7. 2nd and 8. Ball in the 21. Kenneth Gainwell in motion. Rodgers checks it down to Gainwell. It's complete. Again, he's got a little bit of daylight, brought down just short of the first down. Looks to be by Demetrius Knight. Oh, I'm sorry. Oren Burks. Okay. Oh, I actually got it. So 1st and 10 Steelers, 4:13 remaining. It'll be 1st and 10 Steelers with 4:04 remaining. Like I said, there's going to be a hell of a lot of offense today. I think we're going to see a bunch in the 4th quarter too. It's going to be a close game for a while. Rodgers under center, got Warren behind him. Fakes the handoff to Jalen Warren. He's looking downfield. He's got a little bit of time. He's scrambling. Fires to the left. Fires to the right, I'm sorry. Incomplete, intended for Darnell Washington. So it'll be 2nd and 10 with 3:39 remaining. Let's see. Feet picks. No, I'm not going to do that. Both offenses look good. That was decent coverage by the Bengals. I'm shocked when they capably play defense. I'm shocked the Packers are losing right now. I didn't anticipate that. Josh Allen with the 2-yard rushing touchdown. There we go. Oh, someone jumped. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Try being a Bengals fan who watched the Steelers get Asante Samuel Jr. So it looks like to be a neutral zone infraction on Myles Murphy. Just, that sucks. He's a high character guy, good athlete, but for some reason just hasn't put it together on the field. So it'll be 2nd and 5, ball at the 34-yard line. DK Metcalf in motion. I have no idea where he thinks his head is at, but Rodgers takes the snap, hands it off to Warren. He's going. He gets about 3 on the play, brought down by the aforementioned Myles Murphy. Yeah, I think the Packers secondary is kind of in limbo right now, even though the game on Monday was a defensive slugfest that none of us could watch because YouTube TV is rightfully putting it to ESPN. I don't even watch ESPN anymore. Stephen A. Smith is just a ratings guy. I find him insufferable. I'm sure he's a perfectly nice guy, but I find him as a media personality to be insufferable. Rodgers takes a snap, hands it off to Gainwell, and I don't think they're going to get the first. I will take it. 4th and 1. Ball on about the 39-yard line. Are they going to go for it? The Steelers their offense is remaining on the field, and I believe they're going to go for it. Let's look at some other scores. Nothing else. All right. It looks like they're tushy pushing it. That looks to be a failed tush push, and the Bengals will get the ball back. Oh, they weren't even close. What are you talking about? They were not even close. Oh, come on. The Steelers were not even close, and I think they gave it to them. What the fuck was that spot? The Bengals are challenging the spot on the field. The Jags have given up a field goal to the Chargers. It is now 7-3 Bills. Yeah, Jameis is a turnover machine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know what time it is. If Bryce Young is hurt, you know who's in, right? Andy Dalton. It's Andy Dalton time. Oh, yeah. Well, it is 7-6 Bengals. They're challenging the spot on the field. I want to see how hurt. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's the... Oh, I don't even see how he got hurt. Well, we'll see what happens, but for now, 7-6 Steelers. We'll see what Andy Dalton does. Andy Dalton is he's either Justin Fields in terms of passing yards, or he's Tyrod Taylor. Who knows? But yeah, Bryce Young looks to be pretty hurt. Jags are in the red zone. Vikings up 3-0 on the Bears. Texans and Titans still scoreless. And the Giants are still up 7-0 on the Go Pack Go. Packers are running 10 offensive plays. Jeez. But 30-0 is how the Panthers won earlier this season. My bad. But it is 7-6 Steelers. Looks like we're back. We're going to see where the spot was. Also, Kevin Harlan's calling this game, and Kevin Harlan's like one of the best play-by-play guys there is. I've always liked Jacobs. Cincinnati challenging. The call stands. It'll be 1st and 10. Pittsburgh. Zach Taylor with a stupid look on his face. As usual. I guess it just wasn't. I don't know what the hell that spot was, though. That was so short, man. All right. Rodgers on 1st down, pitches it to Gainwell, gets about 2 yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 8. Steelers football. I don't know what in the world that spot was, though. That was, jeez. All right. 2nd and 8 on the 41. Rodgers drops back to pass, fires it over the middle. Incomplete, intended for DK Metcalf. So it'll be 3rd and 8 with 53 seconds to go. All right. Oh, Rodgers is complaining to the ref. Complain all you want, buddy. but there's 13 seconds on the play clock. Rodgers is in shotgun. He's got Gainwell to his right. Metcalf and Calvin Austin, I believe, to the right. Rodgers is looking. Fires to the right. It's complete to Calvin Austin, but he's about 4.5 yards short of the first down. And it'll be 4th and 4 Steelers, and the Bengals will be getting the ball back as the Steelers look to punt. And Austin was tackled on the play by Cam Taylor-Britt. Oh. I don't hate Malik Willis. As Corliss Waitman punts it away, Charlie Jones to receive. He catches it at about the 10-yard line with 9 seconds to go in the first quarter. Packers and Giants might be a low-scoring game today. You know what? I'll take a Toyota-thon. So the Bengals will have the ball once again. Steelers have had the ball way more than the Bengals have, it seems like. That seemed like a long offensive drive for a whole lot of nothing. Yeah. Bengals have run 9 plays to the Steelers' 17. So far, Joe Flacco is 5 of 6 for 45 yards and a touchdown. Leading receivers, T. Higgins, a 28-yard catch. Andre Yosivas, 2 catches for 18 yards. And Chase Brown, 2 catches for a 1-yard loss, but also has 3 rushes for 21 yards. Flacco under center. Jamar Chase in motion. Hands it off to Chase Brown. He's going to get a little bit on the play. Looks to get about 4. Patrick Queen is desperately holding on to his leg, but it'll be 2nd and 6 as the first quarter comes to a close. It's kind of been what I expected today. A lot of offense. Well, a decent amount of offense, but it's going all right so far. The Bengals are staying in the game. It's remaining competitive. Scores elsewhere. The Jags did score. Tootin. A 4-yard rush by Bashal Tootin. Bashal Tootin has outcarried Travis Etienne 6-3. Elsewhere, Bills are up 7-3 on the Bucks. Titans and Vikings are both up 3-0 on the Texans and Bears, respectively. And the Panthers and Falcons and Giants and Packers have remained unchanged. Yeah, Bashal Tootin getting... It seems like Travis Etienne has kind of plateaued. Like he made some noise early in the season, but ever since then just hasn't really done a whole lot. As Steph Curry just nails a 40-foot shot from the corner in a commercial. Oh, no. Let's see what the injury is. Lucian, you can say shit. You're fine. Let's see what Jordan Love's injury is. It looks like a left shoulder injury for Jordan Love. Yep. Yep. So it looks like Jordan Love is hurt and Bryce Young might be hurt too. Yikes. Yep. So, what am I? The Bengals are going to be 2nd and 6 coming into the second quarter here. Let's see what other stats are happening in the league right now. Davis Mills kind of crushing it right now. Jaden Higgins is up, the leading receiver for the Texans, 2 catches for 23 yards. Xavier Hutchinson has a 22-yard catch. Dario Gumbawale Dalton Schultz, Nico Collins, and Christian Kirk all have 1 catch. So, Bengals have the ball on the 14-yard line as we begin the second quarter here. 7-6 Steelers. As Flacco hands it off to Chase Brown once again on a draw play. Gets a little under 2. It'll be 3rd and 4 and some change. Eccles with the tackle. Yeah, it'll be 3rd and 4. He's got Jamar Chase to his right. He needs to hit Chase more, but I also think he's trying to get comfortable with his other receivers. Can't just say F it, Jamar's going to be down there somewhere. As Flacco drops back, fires over the middle, caught by Chase. He gets some room, and he gets about 8 yards on the play, and it's a Cincinnati Bengals first down. What happened with Perna's curse wheel? Did he curse Jordan Love this week? Damn it. But nice play by Chase. Gets about 7 or 8 on the play. 13:45 remaining in the second quarter as Flacco drops back. He fires a shot to Chase. It was a good pass, but it was incomplete. And Joey Porter Jr. is trying to talk shit to him, but so it'll be 2nd and 10, and Joey Porter is having a fun time talking smack to Jamar Chase. But slightly overthrown. Man, these two teams really hate each other. And I would hate them too if I was the Bengals. But Flacco drops back to pass. He's looking, fires over the middle, short, caught by Andre Yosivash. It'll be 3rd down and 8. And he scores. Looks like the Falcons are in the red zone once again. And it looks like Baker Mayfield ran it in from 4 yards. So it'll be 10-7 Bucks over the Bills. Man, I got to come up with a fun gimmick like that. I like a curse wheel. The ball on the 25-yard line, 3rd and 8. Flacco drops back. He's facing pressure. He throws it away, and it is going to be incomplete. As there's a flag on the play. Pending the penalty. Yeah. No, that's just a straight up incomplete pass. Oh, it's going to be roughing the passer. It's going to be roughing the passer. That's going to be a first down Bengals. That's going to be roughing the passer on TJ Watt. And that's exactly what it was. First down, Cincinnati Bengals. Honestly, a Steelers penalty is going to be my favorite way the Bengals get a first down all day. Pittsburgh is an evil city with no culture, and they deserve to be swallowed up by all 3 of their rivers. As Flacco is under center, hands it off. It's Taj Brooks, gets about 5 on the play. Nice play by Taj Brooks there. Chase Brown comes back in. Brooks and Sample are back out. Yeah, that was roughing the passer. You can't, especially on a non-sack. I told you, Malik Willis is not that bad. All right, Flacco and shotgun on the 45. And a false start on the Bengals. Who was it on? It was on Dylan Fairchild. Oh, that's that AC joint that he's worried about. Flacco might struggle. But it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. Chase Brown to his right. He hands it off to Chase Brown on a draw play. Brown gets a little bit of room, gets about 3.5 on the play. Tackled on the play by a player I absolutely love. It's Peyton Wilson. Oh, that was a good pass to Christian Watson. Malik Willis is not that bad. But I'll take it. We got 3rd and 6. Oh, no. Yeah, because I saw McManus is inactive. As Flacco drops back. He's got a little bit of time. Fires it deep. He's got... Oh, that's a good defensive play. He had Jamar Chase, but that was better defense. And it'll be 4th and 6. And the Bengals are bringing the punt unit out. That's very tight coverage. It's tight coverage. Excellent play by the Steelers. Ryan Rico to punt it away. Gets it up. And it goes into the end zone for a touchback. So, solid drive. Just couldn't quite get it. It will be Steelers ball. 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line with 10:49 remaining in the 2nd quarter. Let's see. Some other scores. The Falcons have scored again. Bijan Robinson has run in his 2nd touchdown. He's on a screw you, Tyler Algier. You're not going to vulture me anymore revenge tour. Trevor Lawrence is throwing a pick because he's mid as hell. The player for on the Chargers with the most receptions is Kamani Vidal for -1. Looks like, is Bryce Young still in? Yeah, it looks like Bryce Young's still in. He's toughing it out. We like Bryce Young. Bryce Young's having a decent day. 8 for 9 for 82 yards. Tet McMillan is the leading receiver. 3 receptions, 33 yards, and a touchdown. Let's see elsewhere. Titans are up 3-0 on the Texans. Tyjae Spears is not doing what I thought he was going to do today. But the Texans defense is very good. Bears Vikings up 3-0. Caleb Williams is 2 of 7 passing for 21 yards. And Yaya McCarthy is 7 for 12 for 38 yards. Let's see, how is the Bake Show doing? 5 of 7 for 33. Sterling Shepard is 2 of 16. Emeka Ibuka has 1 reception for 6 yards. Tylenol commercial. I guess we can air those again. Let's see who else has played. I hate to break it to you, but Jordan Love has -1 passing yard. So Jordan Love has fewer passing yards now than he did an hour ago on the season. His only completion was to Luke Musgrave. But 10:49 to go in the 2nd quarter. The Steelers have the ball on the 29-yard line. I'm sorry, the 20-yard line. Here we go. Rodgers in shotgun. He's looking. Checks it down to the right. Completes it to Jalen Warren, who's trying to get some daylight, but he gets about 6 to 7 on the play, brought down by Dax Hill. This is the 5th game since 1950 where both starting QBs are 40-plus years old. I was at the previous one, actually. This is a lot of fun. A lady yelled at me because I held up a tube of Bengay, and she thought it was lube, and I'm like, I hate you, lady. All right, 10-10 to go. Pitches it to the left. He's got Jalen Warren. He's not going to get the first. Gets only a yard on the play. Was it a non-contact injury? So is it Emmanuel Wilson season? Probably. Well, Jacobs is walking off on his own power. Rodgers fires it deep. He had Metcalf open, but he overthrew him. And it'll be 4th and 3. P for the defense. Solid coverage on the play. Rodgers overthrew. It was a nice pass, but he overthrew him by just a little bit. Why does Rodgers throw a fit after every incompletion? But Corliss Waitman punts it away. Nice little punt right there. And he lets it bounce, and it takes a bounce directly straight up in the air. Roman Wilson recovers it on the Bengals 25-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10, Cincinnati Bengals. So yeah, Josh Jacobs is questionable to return today due to a knee injury. 43-yard TD. Oh, please tell me it's who I think it was. Tyrell Shavers. Okay. He's a fun player. Tyrell Shavers, actually, last year, I remember this play. The Bills were playing the Jets. The Bills were kicking the shit out of the Jets. And to the point that they brought Mitch Trubisky in just for garbage time. Mitch Trubisky threw one pass. It was to Shavers. It was a 69-yard touchdown. And I was laughing out loud. It was so funny. But the Bengals have the ball once again. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. Let's see. Scores elsewhere. 14-10. Bills over the Bucks. Jags up 7-6 on the Chargers. Bears and Vikings and Titans Texans are 3-0. 7-6 Giants over the Pack. And Atlanta Falcons up 14-7 on the Carolina Panthers. Both QBs there having a hell of a day. We'll see what's happening in the rest of the league. Why does it feel like there's been a lot of downtime in this game? He's always been back. Dick Bruises has done absolutely nothing today. Tez Johnson has -4 fantasy points. Let's see. Rashad White's doing okay. But Bryce Young is so back. All right. So, it'll be 1st and 10. Pittsburgh Steelers. They're at Acrisure Stadium. 9-10 to go in the second quarter. This feels like the icy hot bowl. Jacobs is back. All right. Flacco in shotgun, drops back, fires over the middle, incomplete in the direction of Jamar Chase. The Steelers are playing very dirty today. Here we go. Just had to get that to the fellas. Jamar Chase in motion to the right. Flacco in shotgun. Chase Brown to his left. And it's going to be a delay game. Oh, still questionable with a knee injury. Bryce Young is back in. But we are so back. It'll be 2nd and 15 for Joe Flacco. But yeah. But 2nd and 15, 9:05 remaining, 16 on the play clock. Flacco is in shotgun. Chase Brown in motion. He is now he's in the X spot. Flacco all by himself. He drops back to pass. He fires to the left, incomplete in the direction of Noah Fant. It'll be 3rd and 15, ball on the same spot. So Mims is limping a little bit now. They have Drew Sample as the X. Man, they had Drew Sample wide open. All right. 3rd and 15, ball on the 21-yard line. 9:02 remaining. Flacco in shotgun. Drops back to pass. Fires over the middle. Checks it down complete to Noah Fant. Gets to about the 28, but he will not get the first. It'll be 4th down and 8. With 8:51 remaining on the clock, Jordan Love back in the game. No other scoring has happened in the NFL. Try to see who else will do well today. Looks like it was brought down by Peyton Wilson. Ryan Rico in punt formation. And he kicks it away. It's a low one. But it's a long one. He gets the ball. Brought down at about the 23-yard line. Calvin Austin on the reception. And it'll be Steelers ball, 1st and 10. Rodgers back in the game because he sucks. Romeo drops. Does anyone ever call him that? I'm sure they do. Let's see. Jordan Love is returned. Kamani Vidal is questionable to return with a thigh injury. Yep. We'll see how that plays out. Yeah, there's been a lot of downtime in this game today, but there is just under 9 minutes remaining. Christian Watson was always like, I always saw him as like the go ball guy who was also kind of a possession receiver. He was always that guy. Like Dobbs was like the slot guy to me. And Watson was like the frisky deep ball guy. Let's have some Skyline chili. Feeling good and hungry, Skyline time. But it'll be 3rd and 8. Let's check some statistics coming into this game. The Bucs have scored again I think the Bucs had a 43-yard touchdown of their own. A 43-yard rush by Sean Tucker. Matthew Golden is doing things. Looks like he had a 24-yard catch. Let's see. There is no offense whatsoever in the Bears-Vikings game. Luther Burden has 2 catches for 11 yards, and Roma Dunze has a 24-yard catch. Travis Etienne has scored a 2-yard touchdown, and the Jags are up 13-6 on the Bears. Buxton Bills is turning into an offensive show. But Sean Tucker, 43-yard rush, frisky. The Bucs have the most underrated backfield in the NFL. It's when Bucky's healthy, it's going to be him, Rachaad White, and Sean Tucker, or Sean Tucker and Rachaad White. But 1st and 10, 8:14 remaining. Ball on the 23-yard line. Ben Skowronek in motion. Rodgers hands it off to Jaylen Warren. He's not going to get anywhere. He's brought down in the backfield by Dax Hill. It'll be 2nd and 13. I'm sorry, 2nd and 11. Whatever. Steelers are getting all the spots today. 7:52 remaining in the second quarter. $7:40 remaining. Aaron Rodgers probably yelling out conspiracy theories in the backfield. Smith in motion. Rodgers drops back to pass. Checks it down to the left. Caught by Patty Freiermuth, who's got a little bit of daylight. Gets about 20 yards on the play. Pat, you're not seeing this. Pat Freiermuth was my guy today. I was very high on him. There we go. Yeah, Pat Freiermuth is my guy today because the Bengals can't defend tight ends for shit. All right, 6:52 remaining. Ball on the 41-yard line. Rodgers in shotgun. Roman Wilson in motion. Rodgers takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Gainwell, running to his right. He's looking. He's got time. Fires it. Incomplete for Jonnu Smith. Kadarius Tonio. Tonio Dobbs. Looks like the Bears have scored a touchdown. It was Kyle Monangai. Kyle Monangai was the scorer for the Steelers for the Bears. It is now 6-3 Bears pending the extra point from Kyle Monangai. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. Rodgers looking. The pocket's collapsing. He scrambles to his left. He's brought down. It's Miles Murphy and B.J. Hill combining for the sack. Nice play. Oh, that's just fun. Oh, wow. What dog shit offensive line play. He just gave up. The guard just gave up. So, 3rd and 21, ball on the 30. Rodgers checks it down. It's to Darnell Washington, who takes a giant leap. But it's not enough. It'll be 4th down and 7 with 5:33 remaining. Yep. Darnell Washington trying to jump is hilarious. All right. Corliss Waitman punts it away. Charlie Jones gets about 5 on the return. Romeo Dobbs, baby. Lucian, how many streams do you have on? Because I know you got Grossi's stream going. Looks like we were an hour in. Romeo has not popped up on my ESPN app yet. But once it does, I'm sure it'll be great. Romeo Dobbs, 22-yard catch. I'll take it. But this is like the most awkward Zoom meeting of all time. It's just me talking to it's me talking to Lucian's stats. Emmanuel Wilson, TD. Looks like that'll be an 11-yard rush. Yeah, Emmanuel Wilson might be going to the moon. He's like, what's my comp for Emmanuel Wilson? Man, I cannot think of a good comp. He's just a very standard, decent RB2 who's really quick when he finds space. I'm trying to think of a good comp for him. He is... Who are some decent RB2s? He reminds me a little bit of Travis Etienne a little bit. He's not overwhelming, but he's quick and good in space. Lucian, give me your comp. In between Georgie and Mandy's first marriage commercials, I was once 6 feet from Emily Osment. I got to go on the set of a TV show that she starred on, and at one point she was like 6 feet from me. She like walked by. I was too enamored to say hello. I was like, "Hi, pretty lady. You're a celebrity and you're very pretty." But no, I'm not going to say anything because that's very funny. I don't want to get pre-tooed. But ball on the 17-yard line, 1st and 10, 5 minutes remaining. Flacco under center, hands it off to Chase Brown, who gets about 2 yards on the play. If Flacco's under center, he's probably handing it off. Yep, there's the addition to the scoreboard. And most importantly, with Emmanuel Wilson's touchdown, Haversick didn't choke. Yeah, Josh Allen has 2. Allen is 5 of 13. That is not great. Dick Bruises has 8 rushes for 22 yards for the Texans. As Flacco drops back, he's escaping pressure, checks it down to Chase Brown, gets about 2 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 8. I'm sorry, 3rd and 6. There we go. There we go. So, yeah, the Bengals have not moved the ball very well, but the 3:48 remaining. Ball on the 20.5-yard line. Flacco dropping back. He checks it down complete to Chase Brown. He's got the 1st and more, and he gets down at about the 30, 40, whatever yard line. We will see what it is, but all that matters is the Bengals have the 1st down. Nice play to Chase. That's good play design right there. That's excellent play design. Chase Brown has looked really good. Ball on the 38-yard line, 3:01 remaining. Chase in motion. Flacco drops back to pass. He's looking. He's escaping TJ Watt. Fires to the right and just throws it out of bounds. So it'll be 2nd and 10 with 2:48 remaining. I still got my score ticker. Looks like the Falcons are on the 2-yard line. Bijan Robinson has had a wonderful game today. He has 14 rushes, 76 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I have been asked to read a statement brought to me by from the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2nd and 10. Draw play to Chase Brown. Gets about 3 on the play. Okay, let's see. The Pittsburgh Steelers do not deserve happiness. They are an abhorrent franchise to everyone in society. Okay, here's my take on this. Whether or not it's a Christmas movie, the fact that people ask every year Christmas gives people an excuse to watch Die Hard. I'm not enough of a movie buff to determine, but Flacco drops back incomplete in the direction of Chase Brown. So I'm not going to say whether or not it's a Christmas movie, but I will say around Christmas time, it does give people an excuse to watch Die Hard. Like, no one watch it. Like, oh, man. Let's see what ChatGPT says. I use ChatGPT way too much. So it'll be 4th and 7. Nice play by Kyle Duggar. As Ryan Rico punts it away in the direction of Calvin Austin. It took a Bengals bounce, and Austin received it, and he should not have. Oh, man, he should not have caught that. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Okay. It's a Christmas movie in the same, absolutely 100%. Oopsie. Am I live? We'll see. But oh, wow. It's a Christmas movie in the same. I'm going to drop this. I'm going to drop this in the chat. But it looks like I'm going to put this in the chat here. Oh boy. Well, it's not going to let me paste the whole thing, but it says, while we're on commercial break, it's a Christmas movie in the same way Gremlins is a Christmas movie. The plot literally cannot happen without the Christmas setting. The entire thing is Christmas-themed chaos. Office holiday party, Christmas Eve, now I have a machine gun, ho, 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 Run DMC playing, the whole shebang. Is it about Christmas? No. Is it culturally a Christmas movie? Hell yes. If enough people watch a movie during the holidays every year, it becomes a Christmas movie by brute force. Also, anyone who argues, well, it's an action movie, not a Christmas movie, is the same person who tries to tell you a hot dog is a sandwich. Technically, maybe. Spiritually, stop ruining the fun, Brian. So, ChatGPT called it eggnog-flavored discourse. So, yeah, it's like, it's not about Christmas, but it can't happen without Christmas. It's one of those like, is a hot dog a sandwich? It's a taco. A hot dog is a taco. A hot dog is a taco for fatter people. Which, by the way, I love a taco. So, 1st and 10. 1:51 remaining. Seriously. As he hands it off to Kenneth Gainwell, it's a 2-yard loss. Oh, we got a face mask on the offense. Half the distance to the goal. Oh, and guess who scored for the Falcons? It's the ultimate fantasy football vulture, Tyler Algier. Okay. I don't entirely hate AI. I really don't hate AI. There's things about it that suck. Like a lot of like my Discover Weekly on Spotify has been like a lot of like, oh, this metal band's really good. Oh, fuck, it's AI. But I'm not gonna let that happen. As a handoff to Jalen Warren gets about 7 on the play. I did like AI music originally. Like, I'll talk about this. I'll kill some time. I like when AI music is like, oh, you know it's AI because the music video is very clearly AI. Like when you know it's AI, when you know music is AI, that's fine. But when it's like when it's impersonating a real artist, and when you have to ask, so like, is this AI? That's when I have a problem with it. Like I follow like Beats by AI on Instagram, and like Biscuit Beats is always fun, but it's just like AI country music is fucking hilarious. It's raunchy, it's hilarious. It's 3rd and 4. Rodgers in shotgun. He's looking. He's looking. He's facing pressure. Can't find anyone. He's scrambling, and he's going to get the 1st and more. Slides, and Cam Taylor-Britt with a rare dub as he jumped over Rodgers. But 1st and 10. I'm fine with AI music if you know for sure it's AI. But like there are musical artists that are like, oh yeah, don't listen to this. This is ruining what we do. As Rodgers fires incomplete to Calvin Austin. Covered on the play by Cam Taylor-Britt, who appears to be hurt. Pass interference on Cam Taylor-Britt. And he is also down with an injury, it looks like. Yep. Cam Taylor-Britt is coming out of the game. Yikes. Oh, that's not good. So, it'll be 1st and 10 on the 30. Drops back to pass. Fires over the left. And another call. I love Boy What. Boy What rules. No, Boy What's fucking awesome. Boy What did a song with this guy Jarris Johnson. He's like a rock singer, but I find him as a person to be mildly insufferable. But he's more like he's like a TikTok rock singer. But Boy What rules. As Rodgers fires it to the 1st and 20. as there was a penalty. Well, yeah, star sets like when they first came out in like 2014. I remember when they first because they're from Columbus. They're from right up the highway. But like star set is like it was very clearly like it was like a futuristic kind of like, oh, we're very clearly the future of like, not like they're not an evolution. They're literally trying to be the future. They're like a bunch of robots. Oh, Cam Taylor-Britt is in some pain here. All right. On the 38, 1st and 10, Rodgers fires over the middle, caught by Darnell Washington, who throws at, oh, he's still going. Darnell Washington is not a small person. He threw Barrett Carter to the ground. That was a stiff arm from hell. Looks like Devin Singletary got another tutty. If you did not see that Darnell Washington stiff arm, that's the NFL equivalent of being posterized. As Rodgers hands it off to Gainwell, gets about 18 on the play. Yep, being stiff-armed is the football equivalent of being posterized. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you saw, but he threw him to the ground. Bryce Young with a 39-yard pass to Ted McMillan. Ted McMillan's having himself a nice little day today. 4 receptions for 72 yards. Yeah, I always liked Ted McMillan. Who is their kicker? Because they've had like 3 this year. 1st and 10 ball on the 19-yard line. Rodgers in shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Gainwell. He's looking. Got some time. Checks it down. But incomplete. And there's a flag on the play. Personal foul. Roughing the passer on the Bengals. Roughing the passer looks like on Joseph Osai. Oh, what? How in the world is that roughing the passer? Who scored for the Bills? Looks like it's another long TD. We're going to see when that pops up. But the Steelers have it 1st and 10. I'm sorry, 1st and goal on the 9.5-yard line. Rodgers in shotgun. Gainwell to his left. He shovels it to Gainwell, who's got a little bit of daylight, but gets about 2 on the play. 25 seconds remaining. To Ty Johnson. Steelers call a timeout. They have 1 timeout remaining. Both teams have 1 timeout remaining. It'll be 2nd and goal. Ball on. That's very questionable. Rodgers might have a point. For once, I can't believe those words came out of my mouth. Aaron Rodgers might have a point. That sucks. All right, Rodgers looking. He's facing pressure. He's scrambling. He heaves it to the back of the end zone. Kenneth Gainwell makes an incredible catch, but he was out of bounds. So it'll be 3rd and goal with 17 seconds remaining. Let's see. What do I have planned coming up? I've been thinking about it. I'm doing my weekly review videos. I'm not sure. I'm going to commit to it. So I do weekly review videos. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of writing. The editing is like, I've found ways to shorten it, but it's a ton of writing. What it really helps me with is it really keeps me in the loop on literally every team in the league. Like I'm writing about every single team. So I am decently in the know on how everyone's doing basically. But I don't know what the hell they're arguing about. Broderick Jones is terrible. He's genuinely bad at his job. Oh, Dobbs got hurt. Ugh, that's no fun. Looks like a lot of games are going up at halftime. It'll be 3rd and goal at the 7. All right, 3rd and goal. Iced tea for the defense. Ball on the 7-yard line. Rodgers in shotgun. Bengals playing zone. Rodgers fires to the left. Caught but dropped by Roman Wilson. Oh. That's no fun. All right, 4th and goal. Are the Steelers going for it? They're taking the points. Damn. All right. Boswell's kick is up. It's good. It cleared the net. Boswell's kick just cleared the net. And it'll be 10-6 Steelers. I believe the Steelers got the ball first. So, scores elsewhere. 14-6, Jags over the Chargers. 21-7, Bills over the Bucks. 10-3, Bears over the Vikings. 3-0, Titans over the Texans. God, they need a new stadium because people cannot keep watching that. The Titans defense is holding up well today. Booth reviewing the fumble. 21-10, Falcons over the Panthers. And the Falcons running backs have 3 rushing touchdowns today and 13 apiece, Giants over the Packers, but I'm sure you guys knew that. But Charlie Jones takes the kickoff. He's got a little bit of time. Charlie Jones, a little bit of daylight running to his right, but not going to get much else. Tackled on the 30-yard line. I think the Bengals are just going to take the knee and let this go to the half. I have cheese conies, but I want to eat them so bad because I'm really hungry. But they're just going to run this play as a formality. They're going to take the knee. And boys, it's halftime. It is halftime there in Pittsburgh. Tom Pelissero called him Darnell Squashington. Literally, if you want to see the play, it's just Look at that. Darnell Squashington. And then when Washington gets the ball, you may just want to get out of the way. Oh, I hate you, Tom Pelissero. I like Tom Pelissero. I have nothing against him. Zach Taylor probably said some stupid shit to the reporter like, we got to play better on offense. We believe in the guys in the locker room. The players had tremendous effort. But it is 10-6. Kevin Hart is playing an elf on TV, which means he grew. All right. So, again, 10-6 at halftime. Steelers do need the ball. I forgot who got the ball at first. All right. It's halftime in Cincinnati. 10-6. Let's look at some stats. Joe Flacco is 10 of 7 for 82 yards and a touchdown to T. Higgins. Chase Brown, the leading rusher, for 8 rushes for 35 yards. Taj Brooks is a 5-yard carry, and Joe Flacco had the kneel. Leading receivers, T. Higgins, 28 yards on a touchdown. Andre Yosivas, 3 for 20. Chase Brown. Jamar Chase has been a little disappointing. And Noah Fant with a 7-yard catch. Elsewhere for the Steelers, Aaron Rodgers, 9 of 15 for 116 yards and a touchdown. Jaylen Warren, 8 carries for 54 yards. His long was 35. Kenneth Gainwell, 6 rushes for 18 yards, in addition to 2 catches for 19 yards, one of which was an 11-yard touchdown. The leading receivers, Darnell Washington, 2 catches and 1 in your face. No Steeler has more than 2 catches. Patty Fryermuth has a 19-yard catch. And let's look at the play-by-play here. The Steelers began the game with the ball. Looks like 2 straight touchdown drives, and then punts the rest of the way until the second field goal of the game. I'm sorry, the second score of the game for the Steelers. So, looks like we're having an all right day today. The Bengals are maintaining the lead. They're maintaining it. They're doing okay. The defense is playing all right. I am winning in the Brandpire League. Yeah, Jamar Chase is really disappointing people right now. Yeah, I have a hilarious bench. I'm on the left. It's Jaden Reed, Marvin Harrison, Brian Thomas, and Keon Coleman. Well, looks like the Bucs scored. It'll be 21-20. Looks like my roster. Cade Otton hadn't done shit. Devin Singletary scored, though. Looks like some halftime highlights. Jags Chargers. Oh, ETN took a direct snap. Okay. I see you. Yeah, Kenneth Gainwell had that 11-yard catch that we don't need to see again. 10-6. That dumb 2-point conversion. That was the difference. Tony Pollard, 6 rushes for 11 yards. He's not that good. Yeah, 13 apiece and 13 apiece at MetLife. Bears and Vikings. Caleb Williams hands it off to Kyle Monangai, who scores 10-3. JJ McCarthy has 2 picks. God, he is just not that good. I also said this about McCarthy. People say like, oh, Jim Harbaugh was, what was it? Jim Harbaugh was like, he waited to unleash JJ McCarthy. Yep. Like, he waited to unleash J.J. McCarthy at Michigan. I was like, the whole time? It's like when you're a college coach, you want to win. You're not trying to stifle your own play. You're not going to, like, he's basically protecting J.J. McCarthy. He's like, J.J. McCarthy is being treated how a classic golden boy gets treated. They do everything they can to make sure he avoids criticism. There it is. That's my McCarthy take. He's being treated like a golden boy. Yeah. He's ass. He has 2 picks. No quarterback should be above criticism. The Bears have a terrible defense, especially I think the passing defense could be better. But they're just not the Bears are just not that good, and they're stifling Minnesota. Dick Bruises for the Texans has 10 rushes for 21 yards. Man, I'm gonna text that to my friend. Ah, damn it. My keyboard skills are not good today. Yeah, J.J. McCarthy's being treated like a golden boy. He's not one. He's a mediocre quarterback. I need to send that to the Brampire group chat as well. Yeah. There we go. Sorry for the delay. Phone for the defense. Yeah, J.J. McCarthy's being treated like a golden boy. There it is. So for now, it is 10-6. Steelers over the Bengals. Patty Mahomes and Bo Nix are going to go toe-to-toe today. I'm excited to watch. It'll be a fun little game. But for now, we wait until the second half starts. We'll see what people say. Devontae Adams and Kobe Turner for the Rams are officially active. Penix is having a good game. Looks like he's 11 of 12. A lot of games are at halftime right now. Jags are already midway through the third quarter. That game is flying by. Let's see. Nothing's really changed. Bills and Bucks wow, they're doing this halftime coverage a hell of a lot longer than I thought they would. Chargers Jags is 7:58 through the third. Bills Bucks 21-20. Bills over the Bucks. Bears are up 10-3 on the Vikings. 3-0. Titans over the Texans. 21-0. Falcons over the Panthers. And the Giants and Packers are still tied at 13 apiece. I'm going to actually type that out. Second half, Bengals need to continue to capitalize on offensive opportunities, which they haven't. Steelers, Rodgers just needs to keep yelling at the ref, I guess, because he's a bitch. T-Law TD. I'm assuming that's a rushing touchdown. I also need Jamar Chase to start doing some shit. Trevor Lawrence looks like a 1-yard rush. This is a long-ass halftime. But we're queer, and it's Toyotathon. Oh, they're literally showing a Toyotathon commercial right now. But let's see what else we got going on in the league. Packers leading receivers. Romeo Doubs is the leading receiver. They're leaning heavily on the run today. The Giants have not done a ton. Jameis Winston's putting up pedestrian stats. Cam Ward has been fine. Tyjae Spears is the leading receiver. Dick Bruises has not done a lot for the Texans. They're kind of leaning on the pass. Davis Mills has done 22. There have been 42 passes in the Titans-Texans game, and there have been 3 points scored. Jags are mauling the Chargers right now. Herbert, well, they're just not playing well today because Kamani Vidal got hurt. They cannot get Omarion Hampton back fast enough, is it? Oh, boy. Quentin Johnston putting up a goose egg. Their leading receiver is Keenan Allen. But they are so back. Kevin Harlan and Trent Green on the call. There we go. Lab McConkey, 2 catches for 13 yards. Aronde Gadsden, 1 reception for 13 yards. Rodgers is showing his age. Aaron Rodgers just looks weird in a helmet. Is Mason Rudolph warming up on the sideline? Oh my God, Mason Rudolph might be coming in. Is it Mason Rudolph season? It might be Mason Rudolph season. Bengals and Steelers have been really spatting today. Rodgers might be out. Bryce Young just threw a 36-yard pass to Xavier Legette for a touchdown. There we go. And now we are so back. 1st and 10, 14:55 remaining in the third quarter. Flacco hands it off to Chase Brown. He's got some daylight. He's running. He's still going. His towel was taken from him. A nice 45-yard rush by Chase Brown. The Steelers defender tried to tackle him and instead ended up taking his towel from him. Nice play by Chase Brown. Oh my God, I need to change it to the Titans game. Joey Porter tried to tackle Chase Brown and ended up taking his towel from him. As Flacco drops back to pass, he checks it down to the left, caught by Noah Fant, gets about 4 yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 6. So Aaron Rodgers has a left wrist injury. Chase Brown's run was a 36-yard gain. Mason Rudolph has his helmet on. And they're coming in. Rodgers is on the sideline, but Flacco is in shotgun. He hands it off to Chase Brown. He's got a little more daylight again. Chase Brown's having a nice game today. It is 1st down, Cincinnati Bengals. Ball on the 29-yard line. Yep, Packers have now ruled out Josh Jacobs. Yep, so the ball is at about the 29-yard line of the Cincinnati Bengals. Chase Brown has 95 yards, and the rest of the team has 72. So the ball is at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 Bengals. Flacco drops back to pass. He's looking, fires deep over the middle, just out of the reach of T. Higgins, incomplete. Yep, Mason Rudolph, and also Chris Boswell. He's been there long term. And also, if there is an offensive coordinator who knows 9 and 8, it's Arthur goddamn Smith. It is 2nd and 10. The offense is moving much better than it was in the first half. They're driving. Jamar Chase in motion, Flacco in shotgun. He's looking. He fires to the right, just out of the reach of Noah Fant, incomplete. 3rd and 10, Cincinnati Bengals. Yep, Josh Jacobs has been ruled out with a knee injury. Oh, that was intended for T. Higgins and Noah Fant. Manny Ramirez did. Flacco drops back on 3rd and 10, fires to the right, caught by Chase, but he is 6 yards short of a 1st down. I'm impressed that I pulled the Manny Ramirez reference as fast as I did, but it'll be 4th down. They are bringing out Evan McPherson for a field goal attempt. On the season, McPherson is 13 of 16. His longest field goal of the year is 50 yards, which does not seem that impressive. But here we go. It'll be a 43-yard attempt from the right hash mark. Oh, God. He's good, too. The snap is back. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is right down the middle. Bengals drive, and they get 3. It is now 10-9. Steelers over the Bengals. Chase Brown's having himself a very nice game today. Let's see what else is happening in the world of sports. Rico Dowdle, mediocre. Dick Bruises, mediocre. Drake London and Ted McMillan, nice games today. Who fumbled? Oh, I got to see who fumbled. Looks like... Oh, it was on a punt. Give Teteroa McMillan the fucking football. Oh, yeah, we're so back. But 21-16, Falcons over the Panthers. Yes. So, Bryce Young is having a very good game today. The Texans have the ball, 2nd and goal at the Titans 3. We'll keep checking in, seeing if Woody Marks does anything. And he really hasn't. Not even he's contributed a 7-yard reception in the passing game, which is not great. But Bengals thankfully got a good drive there. Bears up 13-3 on the Vikings. Packers have it 1st and goal at the 3. Jags once again ripping up Justin Herbert. I call him Herbert fully goated. So, their 3rd quarter, the Steelers are up 10-9 on the Cincinnati Bengals. Is back to receive the kick. So the Bengals thankfully capitalize on goal and deferring. We shall see what happens in the opening quarter of the second half. McPherson making sure the ball is pristine and clear so we can yeet it. He kicks it away. Kicks it to Gainwell. He catches it at the 2-yard line. And he goes down about the 27-yard line. Brought down by Giles Harris. And in comes Mason Rudolph. They are letting him join in the reindeer games. It's Mason Rudolph season, which means we're so fucked. Josh Wiley. All right, 11:47 remaining. Mason Rudolph in shotgun. He pitches it to the left of Jalen Warren, gets about 5 yards, tackled by B.J. Hill. Oh no. They're gonna wheel out Brandon McManus's ass out there if it's the last thing they do. So some injury updates. Cam Sample has an oblique injury. He is questionable to return. Cam Taylor-Britt has a foot injury. He is out. So the Bengals lose a couple defenders. Mason Rudolph in shotgun. Hands it off to Jalen Warren up the middle. Gets about 3 on the play. Looks like it was brought down by Miles Murphy. It'll be 3rd and 2 with 10:58 remaining in the ballgame. So, Roman Wilson and DK Metcalf come in. So it'll be 3rd and 2 at the 35-yard line. Texans have scored. Nico Collins. And the Wiley, Josh Wiley. All right. Mason Rudolph drops back to pass, checks down to the left, caught by Gainwell, brought down by Oren Burks, but he got the first down. So, are the Panthers driving? That's all I care about. Oh, boy. So, Panthers are not going to get anything out of that fumble. They just got to punt it away. Xavier Legette's having a nice game today. 1st and 10, Steelers, ball on the 37-yard line. Rudolph takes the snap, drops back, checks it down to the right, caught by Jalen Warren, and brought down in the backfield by Jordan Battle. Nice play. And Warren is slow to get up. Oh, Warren's very slow to get up right now, and he is limping. Warren looks quite shaken up on that play. Folks, I traded away Jaylen Warren this week. Oh, let's see this here. Oh, yeah, his leg got really twisted up on that play. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's got to hurt. Jaylen Warren got quite shaken up. We might not see Jaylen Warren for a little bit. Jaylen Warren is coming out of the game. So far, he has 10 rushes for 62 yards. But I'm assuming Jaylen Warren will be questionable to return. You heard it here first. I literally this week traded away Jaylen Warren for Chase. I needed depth at running back, so I got Chase Brown and Charbonnet. So here we go. Mason Rudolph on the 35, second and 11, drops back to pass. He's looking, checks down to the left, and incomplete in the direction of absolutely nobody. Mason Rudolph and the offensive cracks are starting to show. Oh, Wiley was wide open. It is now 19-13, Packers over the Chargers. I've earned a Coney. This is our city delicacy, Skyline Chili. And there is another napkin on the field. All right, Mason Rudolph, third and 11, fires it over the middle, caught by, looks like Roman Wilson for a first down, Pittsburgh Steelers. I just want someone to throw a napkin on the field and the security guard tackles it and handcuffs it and just like, that would be very funny. But a nice play by Roman Wilson. Goes out of bounds at about the 46-yard line, shoved out of bounds by Dax Hill. It'll be first and 10 Steelers. On the Bengals 47-yard line. Pitches it to the right. It looks like it'll be Caleb Johnson. Coming out of hibernation, gets about 3 or 4 on the play. Kenneth Gainwell and Caleb Johnson both at the game now, actually. There we go. It's our city delicacy, a cheese coney. I had a bit a while back where I said a delicacy is just a food where it's like one place likes it, but everyone else thinks it's gross. More napkins on the field. Rudolph in shotgun. Fakes it to Caleb Johnson looking. Fires over the middle. And incomplete off the hands of Dax Hill. The pass was intended for Jonnu Smith, but because it's Mason Rudolph, incomplete. Any score updates? Nope. That was just a bad throw. It was behind Jonnu Smith. This game is wild, but Mason Rudolph drops back to pass, fires it deep to the left, caught by DK Metcalf on the 14, and there is a flag on the play. We might be getting pass interference on DK Metcalf. Bring it back. Come on, please. On the offense. It is pass interference on the offense. The foul is on DK Metcalf, and that's a Coney bite, everyone. Cheers. Yeah, that's a pass interference. Yeah, he pushed off. Yeah, that's a pass interference. DK Metcalf, you can't push off, buddy. So it'll be 3rd and 17. Ball on the Steelers' 46-yard line as Mason Rudolph drops back to pass. Completed to Darnell Washington, who has been a stud all day, and he continues exactly that. Gets 18 yards, Steelers first down. I eat to cope with my feelings. And he's a guy who they elevated from the practice squad. But Rudolph drops back to pass. He's looking, checks it down over the middle, caught by DK Metcalf, who gets the first. Tackled on the play by Jordan Battle. It's an 11-yard gain for Metcalf. JJ McCarthy is shit. Nothing else has happened. Rudolph checks it down to DK Metcalf once again. 2nd and 1. Tackled on the play by Demetrius Knight Jr. Yeah, nobody was covering Metcalf. You cannot leave DK Metcalf uncovered like that. That's brutal. All right. 1st and 10. Ball on the Steelers' 19.5-yard line. Mason Rudolph under center. Roman Wilson in motion. He hands it off to Caleb Johnson, who's pushing, and he gets about 7 on the play. So Jalen Warren is officially questionable to return. Yeah. Things are rough for the Steelers, but they're moving the ball fairly fine. Yep. So the Steelers call a timeout. 5:13 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Jags have the ball in the red zone. Once again, the Chargers are so bad today. Let's see. Nothing else has really happened. So it'll be 2nd and 3. Mason Rudolph so far today, 6 for 8 for 53 yards. Yeah, McCole Hardman was a guy that the Bills brought up. He's been like, oh man, who is he like? He's a speedster with no hands, so he's like a Raiders wet dream. All 3 of Mason Rudolph's passes on 3rd down have been completions for a first down. So, pitches it to the right. It's Caleb Johnson. He's pushing, but he gets about a yard on the play. So it'll be from 2nd and 3 to 3rd and 2. 4:55 remaining here in the 3rd quarter in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the city of hopefully dying dreams. The city of 9 and 8. Bashal Tutin's hurt. Panics might be hurt as well. All right. Mason Rudolph in shotgun. He's scrambling to the right. He can't find anything, so he just throws it into the direction of absolutely nobody. So it'll be 4th and 2 with 4:20 remaining. Cheese Gunny. So the Steelers are going to go for the field goal here. They have the opportunity to get their 3 points back from the Cincinnati Bengals that they got early on in the second half. And it looks like the field goes up, and it is good. So 13-9, Steelers over the Bengals. Sean Tucker has scored again. You don't doubt Sean. In Tucky, we sucky. Yeah, Sean Tucker has scored again. Wow. Yeah, that's the hot hand. That's the hot hand in that offense right now. You're not going to see a lot of scoring. I don't think you're going to see a lot of scoring in this game for much longer. Because 13-9 Steelers, only 24 points have been scored. Man, the Jags have it first and goal at the 1. Looks like it's going to be either an ETN or a Lawrence sneak. God, McCarthy sucks. Ugh, that's not a good injury. Quay Walker's hurt. $13-9. Let's see. Bucks 26-21 over the Bills, pending whatever the hell happened. 21-6. Jags over the Chargers. Chargers are not looking good today. Texans up 7-6 on the Titans. It's the most Titans game I've ever heard of. And obviously the Steelers are up 13-9 on the Bengals. I love that picture. So, let's see what else has happened. Nothing. I think the Bears might get a field goal here, but other than that, not much. Let's see. Get Chase involved. I haven't seen much from him today. And I don't think I have. He has 2 catches for 14 yards. Isn't that so exciting? 4:16 remaining in the third quarter. Steelers are up 13-9 on the Cincinnati Bengals. Chris Boswell kicks it away into the hands of Charlie Jones. Charlie Jones gets down at about the 32-yard line. Jabril Peppers in his dumb Romeo Dobbs helmet. Let's see here. All right. The Bengals have it 1st and 10 on the 32-yard line of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm sorry, their own 32-yard line. I'm still learning this stuff. So, here we go. Joe Flacco under center. Oh, wow. First the hat trick, then the Patrick. Drew Sample in motion. Hands it off to Chase Brown. Running to the left. Got not a lot of room. Brought down at the line of scrimmage by Patrick Queen. Speaking of Patrick. Oh, wow. Yeah. Damn, there we go. Sean Tucker only has 2 scores today because Baker Mayfield had the other. So it's not quite a hat trick yet. Jags scored. Yep, Tim Patrick. There we go. That's the one we were talking about. I forgot who Tim Patrick played for. But 2nd and 10, Flacco completes it. It's to Yoshivash, who drops it. And thank God that was a drop because Patrick Queen scooped it right up. It'll be 3rd and 10. Bengals. That is a drop, thankfully. I'll Cody to that. All right, 3rd and 10, ball on the 32. Flacco in shotgun. He drops back to pass. He's looking downfield, checks it down complete to Noah Fant, who is going to get the first and a little bit more. I will take a 15-yard gain right there. First down, Cincinnati Bengals. And Eccles is down. But he was a little slow to get up, but he's right back to a good spot. 3:03 remaining in the third quarter. Great play by Noah Fant. Yeah, they're more focused on trying to cause the turnover than making the tackle. So it'll be 1st and 10 with 2:57 remaining in the third quarter. As Flacco hands it off to Chase Brown, who gets about 4 yards on the play. 2nd and whatever I guess is going to be wrong. I'm going to say 2nd and 7 just because I want 2nd and 6. And it's 2nd and 6. The Texans have kicked a field goal. It is now 10-6. Texans over the Titans. My boy Tedero McMillan's having himself a great. Bryce Young is doing great today. All right. Ball is on the 50-yard line. Little past it. Flacco fires to the right. Caught by an open T. Higgins, who gets about 16 on the play. Actually, more about 14, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, it looks like T got about 14 yards on the play there. Really solid gain there by the 5th or 6th-year receiver out of Clemson. Oh, that's huge. Hands it off to Chase Brown. He's not getting anywhere. Brought down by Pierre and Joey Porter Jr. There is 1:21 remaining in the third quarter. It'll be 2nd and 9. Chase Brown's having himself a nice game today. It's a nice game today. The Bengals over the last few weeks have really done a good job of getting the rushing offense going. As Flacco, the Bengals are on the 35-yard line. Flacco in shotgun, drops back to pass, fires over the middle, batted at the line of scrimmage, but in the direction of Chase, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 9. Yeah, that's a huge play right there. Looks like the Bills got themselves a little Matt Prater field goal. And my goodness, Justin Herbert pass intercepted by Antonio Johnson. Herbert has been pretty bad today. The Chargers have not been good. 3rd and 9. Flacco drops back, fires it over the middle. Intercepted! And that might go to the house. It is going to be a pick 6 for Kyle Duggar. Joe Flacco has thrown a pick 6 to Kyle Duggar. That's brutal. That's awful. In the direction. Oh, that might be the worst throw Flacco's made all year. Intercepted by Joe Flacco. I'm sorry, intercepted. Joe Flacco threw a pick to Kyle Duggar. And Kyle Duggar ran it back to the house. Just an awful turn of events for the Bengals. And once again, anyone who roots for the Steelers or anyone who plays for the Steelers does not deserve an ounce of happiness. They are truly an insufferable mark on our society, and they are a stain on anyone who chooses to root for them. I will say this all the time. The Jags have scored another touchdown. Travis Etienne, 13-yard rush. The Jags are whooping the Chargers. This is not a good sequence of events for the Bengals. Bashal Tootin has an ankle injury. Michael Penix has a knee injury, and they are both questionable to return. Ugh, not good. It is now 20-9, Steelers over the Bengals. I am sad. Yep, Jacobs has been ruled out, and I have been ruled sad. What a terrible sequence of events for the Bengals. Tez Johnson's not doing well. Tyrone Tracy's doing mid. But at least some teams I need to do well are doing well today. That team ain't doing well. What a brutal sequence of events. And Kirk Cousins is in for Atlanta. What a time we live in. It's a sad one, but it's a time. That is Kyle Duggar's third pick six of his career. And gosh, I'm so sad. Charlie Jones on the kick return. He's got a little bit of daylight, runs out to about the 34-yard line. Flag on the play. It'll be a hold on the Bengals. That was a hold on Tanner Hudson. So 31 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Steelers are up 20-9. The 1st and 10, ball on the 23-yard line of the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Flacco is in shotgun, got Taj Brooks to his right. He hands it off. Actually, I take that back. Was that Kendall Milton? It sure was. Kendall Milton appearance. It'll be 2nd and 7, and it appears we might be headed to the end of the third quarter. And we are at the end of the third quarter. The Bengals have not done well today. A miserable sequence of events. The Steelers defense just has the Bengals number. Some statistics for the Bengals. A James Cook 25-yard pass from Josh Allen. There we go. It is now 30-26. Bills over the Bucks. Josh Allen has had himself a nice game today. James Cook has finally made an impact, albeit a minimal one. Let's see. Texans over the Titans 10-6. Falcons over the Panthers 21-19. Bears 16-3 over the Vikings. McCarthy continues to be the mid-golden boy we all know and love. Jags are smoking the Chargers. Trey Lance has been brought into the game. Bills are up 31-26 on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the Packers are up 19-13 on the Giants. See, Christian Watson's got a touchdown, and Devin Singletary has got, that's Isaiah Hodgins. I forgot he existed. Oh, it's the Christmas commercial time. Listen, air the Christmas commercials. Air those commercials, man. But it's a rough sequence of events for the Cincinnati Bengals. We're going to recover. We're going to be fine. We're going to be sad, but we're going to be fine. Yes. So, the leading receiver, I believe, is still T. Higgins for the Cincinnati Bengals. He has 2 receptions for 41 yards and a touchdown. Chase Brown, 4 receptions for 18 yards. Noah Fant, 3 receptions for 26 yards. Andre Yosivas, 3 catches for 20 yards. And Chase, 2 for 14 as Flacco fires it deep to the right. Caught by T. Higgins. First down, Bengals. What a way to begin the fourth quarter. Flacco still got that gun on him. Nice play. Kyle Duggar couldn't do anything that time, but he is out of bounds at the 46.5-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Cincinnati Bengals. 14:27 remaining, 20-9 Steelers over the Bengals. Flacco drops back, checks it down to Chase Brown, hits him in stride. It's complete. Brown gets about 7 on the play, or about 8 on the play. $14-11 remaining. Oh, he hit James Cook in stride. So, 2nd and 3. And it looks like we have Eccles is down for the Steelers. So we're going to take a timeout here. Not me, them. But Flacco so far 16 for 28. God, the Chargers are putting up a pathetic performance. That's what happens when you have to travel 3 time zones. Looks like Daddy's going to be watching the Sunday night game. What's a Sunday night game tonight? Oh, that's going to be a great game. I might be sportsbooking that one. I feel like all of Jameis's passes should be INTs. The Vikings have scored a touchdown. It's a 16-yard run from Jordan Mason. Meanwhile, J.J. McCarthy is still ass. Jameis Winston's stat line, 13 for 19 for 139 yards. Meanwhile, Russell Wilson's just like, praise Jesus, I can get in the game sometime. You're washed. I'm a shit talker. I can't help it. Yeah, Jamar Chase has let me down today. Let's see how. Let's see. There we go. Every time I expect Woody Marks to do something, he just doesn't. But it's a fun little time to reflect on what should have happened. Oh, let's see the injury here. Oh, that's a non-contact injury right there. We do not like that. But 2nd and 3, hands it off on a draw play to Chase Brown, gets the first down right at the first down marker. It appears to be 1st and 10 Cincinnati Bengals. Looks like Mitchell Tinsley's coming into the game. Titans are just an absolute shell of what they should be. Yeah. That just sucks. You don't want to see anyone get hurt. It was a 3rd and 1, and he might have been short. Kendall Milton came into the game, and he looks like he was short. It'll be 4th and 1 Bengals, and they are fighting. There's a scuffle. Who's at the center of it? They have been talking shit to Chase the entire game, and they are not thrilled with him. Let's see what happens here. There was a little bit of a scuffle. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Steelers. And it's going to be offsetting penalties. Oh, it's on Jalen Ramsey, who's a bitch, and Jamar Chase. This is your annual reminder. This is your friendly reminder that Jalen Ramsey is a whole bitch. So it'll be 4th and 1. Oh, I'm not confident we're going to get this unless they sneak it. Drew Sample in motion. They are attempting to push him. Flacco is changing the play. 13:07 remaining in the game. Jamar Chase in motion. They are changing the play once again. Flacco, he's leaning like he wants to run it, and they're calling a timeout. God, that is just a brutal sequence of events for the Bengals. Oh, and they're fighting again! Chase is pissed at Jalen Ramsey. And I would be too. Oh, someone might get ejected here. Listen, I know this is a children's TV show, but Jalen Ramsey can go fuck himself. Jalen Ramsey has been tossed from the game. Let's go. Jalen Ramsey has been ejected. Oh, let's go. Yes. Let's see what happens here. Oh, the Steelers. What? The hell just happened? I do not believe what is happening. Jalen Ramsey is pissed. I'm assuming because he has a small penis, but Jalen Ramsey has been tossed from the game. Oh, wow. This is a sequence of events. Yeah, Penix is out due to a knee injury. Looks like Kirk Cousins is in. Jalen Ramsey just put his hands in Jamar Chase's face. Oh my goodness. So Jalen Ramsey got tossed. Dude, he just got in Jamar's face. Dude. Yeah, you can't do that, brother. I thought it was the trainer for a sec that put his hands in his face. So after all of that, God, if the Bengals win today, which whatever happens, it will make me so happy. Yeah, Jalen Ramsey has been ejected for throwing a punch. All right, 14 seconds on the play. That was on a play. It was on a 4th down where the Bengals called a timeout. Flacco checks it down. It's complete to Noah Fant, who gets stopped by who is that? Looks like Kyle Duggar. Nice tackle. That was on a 4th down where the Bengals called a timeout. And Jalen Ramsey, because he has a micro penis, got in Chase's face and put his hands in his face. And as a result, he was tossed from the game. Life is funny sometimes. Again. Wow. God, Jalen Ramsey, that made me so happy. Oh, man, I love that so much. But it's still the 4th quarter. Things are happening. The Vikings might be mounting a comeback. Oh, a Baker Mayfield pass to Sean Tucker. Sean Tucker is having himself a wonderful game right now. Goodness gracious. What a sequence of events. So, to recap, on 4th down, the Bengals called a timeout because they couldn't draw the Steelers off sides. And then after that timeout, Jalen Ramsey threw a punch at Jamar Chase. And after the timeout, where the Bengals likely would have punted, instead, the Steelers got a personal foul penalty. Jalen Ramsey got tossed from the game. And as a result, the Bengals have a new set of downs. Karma. This is your friendly reminder that Jalen Ramsey is a punk bitch. I'm just going to say it again. This is your reminder that Jalen Ramsey is a punk bitch. I'm going to put that on Instagram just to see what happens. Fuck the Steelers. Their city doesn't deserve happiness. Jalen Ramsey's a thug. Fuck him. All right, 2nd and 5. Chase Brown runs it up the middle, 3rd and 2. God, the Steelers are an absolutely abhorrent organization. All right, 3rd and 2. Chase to the left. Runs it up the middle. Chase Brown, 1st down, Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, Jamar Chase in week 7 had 23 targets for 16 receptions and 161 yards. Today, he has 2 catches for 14 yards. Ball is on the 18-yard line. Flacco fires to the right. Bad throw intended for Chase. Incomplete. 10:39 remaining in the game. God, what a sequence of events. That blows my mind. I am mind blown by that. I hate the Pittsburgh Steelers. Joe Flacco, 2nd and 10. And he is sacked on the play by Nick Herbig. 3rd and 17. That's not a good sequence of events. I'll take a Savion Williams catch. And 3rd and 17. 5 receivers out and and a delay game. Timeout. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Delay a game on the offense, and now it's 3rd and 22. I cannot wait to clip that. God, that was an insane sequence of events. So 9:51 remaining, 3rd and 22. The Bengals have 8 penalties for 67 yards. Meanwhile, the Steelers have 5 penalties for 41 yards. 3rd and 22. The Steelers playing a prevent defense. Flacco drops back. He's got a lot of time. He fires it deep, and it is incomplete in the direction of T. Higgins, and it'll be 4th down. Ramsey, because he's a fucking punk-ass bitch. Charged by Eccles, and Joey Porter Jr. was. So the Bengals are lining up for a field goal to make it a 1-possession game. It'll be a 48-yard attempt from Evan McPherson. McPherson lines it up. The kick is up, and it is good. Nice play by McPherson. And the score is now 20-12, Steelers over the Bengals. Solid kick by Evan McPherson there. If Jalen Ramsey got paralyzed on the way home today, I would not mind. I'm still trying to process everything that happened. But scores before I say something about Jalen Ramsey that gets me cold. Bucks up 32-31 on the Bills. Bears up 16-10 on the Vikings. Giants up 20-19. Jameis Winston ran it in. Falcons up 21-19 on the Carolina Panthers. Ted McMillan has 6 catches for 110 yards and a touchdown. Nice day by the guy today. Texans up 13-6 on the Titans. And Jags just laying the hammer down on the Chargers. 35-6. What a day for the Jacksonville Jaguars. The week after they got absolutely gobsmacked in the 4th quarter by the Texans, they came out to prove something, and boy, did they. It was the rebound game that we all know and love. Today has been very interesting. I'm just going to talk about how much I hate the Steelers for the rest of the day today. Evan McPherson kicks it off. It's a line drive. I hope it takes Kenneth Gainwell's head off. It doesn't. But that's how I'm going to do play-by-play for the rest of the day. This has truly been a real battle between these two teams. Mason Rudolph, who I hope has AIDS, takes the pass, completes it to Kenneth Gainwell, more like Kenneth not Gainwell, for about 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3. Josh Allen has run in a 5-yard touchdown and is now 37-32 Bills. This is an interesting day. Good work by the Bills today. It'll be 2nd and 3, ball on the 42-yard line. There we go. All right. Hands it off to Kenneth Gainwell. He is about a half yard short. Who scored? Christian Watson from Jordan Love. Watson with the pair today. It'll be 3rd and 1. Ball on the 44-yard line. Mason Rudolph drops back, hands it off to Kenneth Gainwell. It's a Steelers first down. They are right at the Steelers logo, which is another sign, that very strongly resembles the Illuminati. Rudolph, who I hope has AIDS, drops back to pass. The pass is just short, and he threw it like he had AIDS, but is incomplete in the direction of Geno Stone. But the pass was short for Metcalf, and it'll be 2nd down, Pittsburgh Steelers. 2nd and 10, 8:11 to go in the game. Ball on the 46-yard line. And there's a flag on the play. Delay of game on the offense, I assume because Art Rooney was raping a child in the press box. Probably can't say that. All right, so 2nd and 15, ball on the 41-yard line. 41, by the way, the percentage of Steelers fans that can read. Throws it to Darnell Washington. It'll be 3rd down and 6. I'm sorry, 3rd down and 11. With 7:57 remaining. Nice play on defense there. It'll be 3rd and 11. Mason Rudolph on 3rd down so far as 3 of 4, 3 first downs. 7:30 remaining in the game. Rudolph drops back to pass. He's looking, checks it down to Kenneth Gainwell, and he is going to get the first and a lot more. He gets down to the Bengals 35-yard line. The terrible towel looks like an SOS signal that a helicopter sees. And they're like, oh yeah, I don't need to give them food. Mason Rudolph hands it off to Caleb Johnson, not the American Idol winner, who is stuffed for a 2-yard gain. .627 remaining in the game. Jags win it was official 2 hours ago. What are we talking about here? Jordan Battle is a little sore right now, so he's coming out of the game. 2nd and 7, 6:24 remaining in the game. This is a friendly reminder that Jalen Ramsey is totally heated and was unallowed from the game. So Mason Rudolph fires back to pass, completes it to DK Metcalf, who has the IQ. That's also his jersey number, which is 4, by the way. 6:06 remaining in the game. Steelers are up 20-12 on the Cincinnati Bengals. 5:53 remaining in the game. Oh, that's a great pass. Oh, that's a perfect pass to Christian Watson. All right, Mason Rudolph is under center. Roman Wilson in motion. Hands it off to Caleb Johnson, who has a little bit of daylight, and guess what? A missed tackle. But there is a flag on the play. Oh, a penalty on the offense. Oh, a face mask on Caleb Johnson. Because he too sucks. So the Steelers now have 7 penalties for 61 yards on the game. So the ball is on the 35.5-yard line. Mason Rudolph drops back to pass, completes it to Kenneth Gainwell, who's going to get a lot of yardage, and we're so sad. And he almost scored. As a 30-yard completion to Kenneth Gainwell. It'll be 1st and goal Steelers, who once again do not deserve happiness in any sense of the word. Yep, Chargers and Jags have gone final. J.J. McCarthy is terrible. The Titans are terrible. Bengals just gave up on that play, and Jordan Battle saved a touchdown. So it's 1st and goal on the 7-yard line. And the Steelers have called a timeout. Let's see what else has happened here. Man, I might have said too many mean things about the Steelers, but that's okay. The Titans are driving. Cam Ward threw a deep pass to Chigozie Okonkwo, and then they have it 2nd and goal. So the Steelers have it 1st and goal. All right. I don't know if anyone's watching anymore, which I don't blame them, but because I'm insufferable sometimes. But it is 2nd and goal on the 7-yard line. Darnell Washington in motion. Rudolph hands it off to Kenneth Gainwell, who gets about 2 yards on the play, tackled by Joseph Osai. It'll be 2nd and goal. Ball on the 5-yard line, 4:09 remaining here. It's the cleaner, I think. The Steelers are just burning down the clock right now. 3:57 remaining. The Steelers in their 3 trips to the red zone. 1 touchdown, 2 field goals. So Steelers have the ball at the 5-yard line. Mason Rudolph, who I think has AIDS, drops back to pass, checks it down to Kenneth Gainwell, and touchdown. Vikings TD. Let's see who scored. J.J. McCarthy throws it to Jordan Addison. Meanwhile, Mason Rudolph throws it to Kenneth Gainwell, who has his second rushing touch, or his second touchdown overall on the game. So it is 26-12. Steelers over the Bengals, pending the extra point from Chris Boswell. The kick is up, and he off the upright and in. Okay. It is off the upright and good. The score is 27-12. Steelers over the Bengals. It's not the only reason I hope the Steelers become a member of the 27 Club. So the Titans have from Van Jefferson. Steelers 27-12. The Panthers over the Falcons. But here we go. Yeah. This has just been an awful performance. I don't know. Jameis has finally been picked. There we go. You know what? I'll take it. A Packers dub over the Giants. We'll take it. A reminder, we don't like the Steelers. They're a bad organization full of bad people. Peyton Wilson's cool, though. We like Peyton Wilson, but nobody else. Who do we like on the Steelers? Here is my list of Pittsburgh Steelers that I like. Oh, it's just a blank piece of paper. But man, what an interesting game. It's been chippy like a typical AFC North game. It's been chippy like a typical Bengals Steelers game. It's interesting because every time the Bengals play the Steelers, I become a person that I do not care for. And honestly, it should be understandable. Kenneth Gainwell has had, honestly, quite the game today. I thought it was going to be Patty Fryermuth, but it's Kenneth Gainwell. So, Chris Boswell kicks it off to Charlie Jones, who's brought down at about the 28-yard line by the guy in the Romeo Dobbs helmet, Jabril Peppers. Joe Flacco is 17 of 31 for 153 yards and a touchdown to T. Higgins. But 3:34 remaining in the game. The Bengals are on the Steelers 28 or on their own 28-yard line. Flacco drops back to pass, checks it down. It's complete to Noah Fant, who gets brought down, and it's a fumble. Oh my goodness. Noah Fant fumbled And James Pierre scooped it up and scored. I don't get people. You know, it's too bad that Jalen Ramsey can't be there to celebrate that. He might have been down. No, was Noah Fant down? Ooh, that's close. He was not down. That's a touchdown for the Steelers. Noah Fant was not down. And that is a Steelers touchdown. It is now 34-12, Steelers over the Bengals. I'm very sad. This is just atrocious. I hate the Bengals, but I hate the Steelers more. I once read that being a Bengals fan means hating yourself and the Steelers with a dire passion. Josh Allen has his third rushing touchdown. 3 of them. Is now 44-32. Bills over the Bills over the Bucks. I'm so accustomed to the Bengals losing right now. The Bears have gone final over the Vikings. It is now 19-17, and that is it. Cairo Santos hit a field goal as time expired, and Flacco is back in the game. Let's see what else. Texans and Titans are tied. Falcons are up 24-19 on the Panthers. Ted McMillan, 7 catches for 118 yards. He's my guy. 3:22 remaining. The Bengals have the ball on their own 35-yard line. 34-12. Bengals are losing. Flacco drops back to pass, checks it down to the middle, caught by, I think, Tanner Hudson for about a 5-yard gain. 3:13 remaining in the game. Micah Parsons seals it. And Chase Brown takes the handoff, runs it about 3 yards for a Cincinnati Bengals first down. $2:20 remaining in the game. And about $5:20 remaining in my lifespan. Joe Flacco drops back to pass, checks it down. It's complete to Jamar Chase, who finally gets a little bit of daylight. I think they're going to put up some garbage time stats. Jeez, Joey Porter was violent in bringing him down. And Dylan Fairchild and Joey Porter are spatting now. There's going to be a fight after the game. People are gonna yell at each other. I'm grateful I'm not at this game because this is appalling. I am in utter disbelief at what has happened today. Just an appalling display of football on both sides, really. The Bengals couldn't get it together on offense. The Steelers lived up to their reputation as dirty human beings on defense. This is pretty miserable right now. I'm kind of disgusted by today. This might be this is probably my least favorite game that the Bengals have played all year. Because they got smoked. And they don't even get, and the Steelers acted like shitty human beings today, and the Bengals don't even get to throw it in their faces. Fuck Jalen Ramsey. I'm legitimately pissed. Man, I wish I did these live streams and the Bengals were better. We're 3 hours in, and I am much sadder than I was 3 hours ago. Just an abhorrent display of professional football by a Pittsburgh Steelers team that deserves to stay in the cold all of this brutal winter. All right. The Bengals have the ball. With 2 minutes to go, deep in Steelers territory. They're on the Steelers 38-yard line. Joe Flacco drops back to pass. He fires it to the left, caught by Tanner Hudson. It is complete for a 9-yard gain. 1:52 remaining, 2nd down and 1. And just know that, any organization would have fired Zach Taylor by now. But that's not going to happen. Because this is the Bengals, and they like continuity too much. Back to pass. He checks it down, batted by TJ Watt. We're almost there. Come on. We're back. All right. So, we're getting bonus coverage. 38 seconds remaining. Complete to Tanner Hudson, who's trying to get some extra yardage. He's not going to get it. Bengals, you have a timeout. I don't care. Just use it. Bengals are 3rd and 1. Ball at the 15-yard line. 16 seconds remaining in the ball game. Joe Flacco throws it incomplete in the direction of Jamar Chase. So it's going to be 4th and 1. This is all but likely going to be this is more than likely going to be the final play of the game. Final offensive play of the game for the Bengals. They're hardly even trying anymore. I am just okay. CMC got a touchdown. Okay. I'm just legitimately mad. This sucks. All right. And it is incomplete in the direction of T. Higgins, and that's going to do it. The Steelers are going to come away victorious. They're going to celebrate. They're going to give a game ball to Jalen Ramsey because they have absolutely no morals whatsoever. And Pittsburgh is a city that is single-handedly doubling the obesity epidemic in the United States because they're an abhorrent organization run by bad people. And I don't get it. But Mason Rudolph takes the knee, and that'll do it. So, oh my God. An absolutely miserable effort today on the part of the Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, that game probably is my final as well. Am I behind? No, I'm live. Teddyroa McMillan to the moon. How many yards does he have today? Does he have 8 receptions, 130 yards, and 2 touchdowns? I literally have Ted McMillan in every single league. I have 9 leagues because I have a problem. And my problem is that the Steelers have ruined my life. And the Panthers got a 2-point conversion. And it looks like Houston has knocked off Tennessee on a walk-off field goal. Yeah, there's the Ted McMillan I drafted in fantasy. Man, there's the Ted McMillan I know and love. What a wild effort today by my guy. By my absolute guy, Teddyroa McMillan. What a great effort today. And I'm thrilled that he exists. Man, you know what? That was the end of the game. A miserable effort by everyone involved. The Bengals, Jalen Ramsey. I'm legitimately sad. I will be at the game next week. I'll be a good boy. And it's going to be 4th and 1. It's a direct snap to Dawson Knox here, but I digress because the game is over and we made it. Thank you. This is just one of us for just wild effort all around. I hope the Steelers get cancer, and I think that'll do it. Appreciate the people that tuned in, which is basically just Lucian, but I have I'm working kind of mentally working on a video right now. I'm trying to do I'm thinking about a concept like why NFL organizations fail quarterbacks, because they do. Like sometimes like they don't give up, they don't set them up properly, they don't do what they need to do to nurture the quarterback that they drafted. So I'm going to think about that this week. I'm going to do my weekly review. We're going to have a good time. And that'll do it. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to end the live stream and probably end my life. But no, we're going to be good. Appreciate y'all. Wear a condom.